I'm surprised that just somebody off the streets that helped start the ladies tennis team here at Delta State would be where I am sitting in this important chair right now. I'm really very flattered and very pleased. I investigated who to talk to back in 1976 or so, like that, and whoever was the coach, and I talked to all the instructors, and I finally wormed my way into somebody who might help me form a ladies tennis team for Delta State. Other schools had the teams, and I wanted so badly for Delta State to have one too, because I love the game of tennis. 2 people can play tennis, or 4 people, or have a team and have more than 8. It's a wonderful game for everybody. I hoped to have 8, and I'm not saying that all of them knew how to play tennis. In fact, 2 did not, and that made a little difficulties in my job. But we worked it out, and they learned to paddle the ball over the net, and we improved on that system and began to have an 8-person team. Didn't have many extras back in those days, but we had at least 8 to have a team, and have a little success with another school bringing their team to our campus. And then we began to travel just a little bit and go not far away, but where there was another junior college maybe that had a ladies team, and that thrilled them to death to be playing another team. It felt very important. Line up about 4 of them and show them your moves and ask them to see if they can imitate what you just did with your racket and your movements on the court, which way to move. You exercise when you first get to the court. You exercise pretty good and get limber, and then it wasn't too difficult to get them in the hang of it. But there were 2 that really had never played tennis before. I'm sure they had seen it, but they had not played, and that was a challenge. And a young lady who was older than the students, but she was fresh out of college and had been on the Arizona state team and was an excellent player herself. And she just wandered around over here one day and saw that we had some tennis going and sat down, so I immediately wanted to know who she was, and talked her into helping me. And she came almost every day and helped. What a joy and pleasure it was, and such a tremendous help to have somebody so knowledgeable. And with the exercise, see, that was hard for me. I didn't know what exercises would be good for tennis players, and have to exercise and stretch and before you start playing. And I know that's important. So she was wonderful.
And what was her name?
Goodness, I don't know. I think I just watched it and thought it looked like a wonderful sport. And it was something that you could do with only one other person. My girlfriends in Greenville didn't like the outdoors as much as I did, or sports. They'd rather sunbathe, you know. And so I liked to be moving and playing sports, always have. And I had to learn how to do that. It looked like a great sport, watching it. We went on, that's a good story. When Delta State bought a brand new bus that would hold about 15 or 20, or good sized bus, we were allowed to use it. When we used it, the first day after it got on campus, and we went to, I think it was, we went to Jackson to play the team down there at Millsaps. And when we got back in the car, in the truck, to come back, somebody had gotten too close to our brand new bus, and we had a streak taken off the paint job on my brand new bus. Oh, it was terrible. I didn't want to drive it, but I did. Oh, I felt so bad. That was a bad scene, but we didn't have too many like that.